That totally didn't do the 2-minute intro. I knew it. Hey, y'all, welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. So I'm moving slow today, y'all, but we're making it happen. How's everybody doing? Remember, I'm showing on my cell phone, so Mister, you gotta shut off those lights over there because they're reflected in my glasses.
I got you. Just give me a quick second here. I
And
just went to full screen, so computer's lagging too today.
And I don't think it's necessarily the laptop. Today when I've been in anyone's chat, welcome in, y'all. The point was I'll be on this one so I can see chat and read it and be able to respond. It started almost a week ago, like 4 or 5 days ago, where like you're lagging no matter what device you're on, right? And you're having to refresh. And I've seen other people's, whether they're streaming or if it's chat, having to refresh multiple times.
I know the last probably 4 or 5 cells I've had to go about for the first 30 minutes. I have to go every few minutes and click the live.
Y'all, we's gonna get started. I want to explain a few things. I got some notes. We're gonna write some notes. Yeah, it's almost gonna feel like you remember Mr. Mitchell?
Yeah.
Okay, so he was the social studies, right? But he did something else. It was social studies, and what was it? Is it history or home economics? No, it was something.
It was social studies and current events.
Yeah, social studies and current events.
Because he started his class with current events.
Yeah,
you watched the news for like 30 minutes.
Somewhere between 22 and 30 minutes. You're right. It was like the View, but not the View. It was something else.
He took every night and recorded the nightly news, like from different news stations. It was 10 minutes from this one, 5 minutes from this one, whatever. And
ain't just Jason Keto. That sounds weird, don't it? I tell you what, no matter what chat we're in, when I see you, I just think Jason. So, yeah. Y'all, I'm going to go up in chat. We're going to welcome everybody in. This is our first Sunday back for Sunflower Sundays. Y'all might, it's been several months since we've done one. And back in the day, we was discussing what we should do with our Sunflower Sundays and all that good stuff, right? So we're going to explain what's going to be happening, because if you remember our Sunflower Sundays, y'all, if you was expecting that today, you missed the description that said there's a twist. So Steph is in a great deal of pain today. So first and foremost, yes, I'm okay. I have
slept wrong. We fell asleep in the chair last night.
Well, that too. We didn't go to bed until our actual beds until after 2 a.m. I mean, I fell asleep, which if I was laying down something or another, it'd be good. But I have a 22-year cervical injury. I broke my neck 22 years ago, and so it can act up any time. And so the vertebrae that are very close to it, one's out. And yeah, so this makes it interesting. I pop and crackle a little differently today, but we're going to manage through it. I'm going to have to readjust a few things, because I was going to sit in this high boy chair today. It's a vintage one, just saying. I love it, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to tolerate it. So first in chat, whoop whoop, Jessica, Dumpster Girl, Jessica, Mister, where is that bag from last night?
I gave it to you to bring in the house. It's kind of like you calling me for the Tylenol today. You know how often I take
Dude, I was in pain and I wasn't, we got 2 bottles of Tylenol in the house, and yeah. So Jessica was first in chat. Welcome in, Jessica. Sharing is caring. Thank you, girl. There is Kathy. Welcome in, Kathy. Hey, Black Widow. There's the one only Black Widow. Hey, Kraken Mary. Welcome in. Hey, Ashley Reed. Welcome in. Y'all are awesome. Just chit-chatting there. Hey, Jason. Welcome in. Hey, Selena. Welcome in, girl. Hey, Lisa, welcome in. Y'all are amazing. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. We're going to take a lot of notes today, but we're going to start with the note that y'all got when you came in the chat today. Yeah, we got some rules. Steph has been on this channel since August of last year, and I've just said use common sense. When it comes to the whole rules thing, be decent, be kind, that type of stuff. But apparently some behaviors over the last several weeks is, at first I didn't notice it, and then after that I had a few people reaching out saying, hey Steph, do you realize this is going on your channel? So we did some investigating, and realized that some behaviors, whether it was intentional or not, was happening. So, initially it was, hey, are you aware of that behavior? This is what that behavior is coming across as. We're going to start with the rules. So, the first rule to being in our channel, in our chat, is no self-promotion, no spamming, and let's have fun. Now, I know I hear it already. Steph, y'all network. What's the difference? There is a huge difference between coming in and networking and connecting with each other and self-promoting. There is a great many channels on right now. There's other great channels coming on here this evening. If you're coming into my channel to self-promote, don't. Just don't. Save us all, save our community, the humility of it. The second one is be kind, be respectful, leave the nonsense at the door. And what's that mean? It means we don't sit here and bash out their channels. We don't typically ask, hey, where's that person at? However, I've been on the YouTube, on the screen, long enough to know that some of us live alone. Some of us don't have family or a good support system immediately nearby. So, someone coming in and saying, hey, did you see Shadow Sunflower? I haven't seen her in a while anywhere. Asking questions like that is fine. But noticing whether someone's in chat or not, trying to fish for information, don't get you anywhere.
Hey, Fairbricks.
Hey, Fairbricks, welcome in. When I initially started this channel, it was absolutely for my business. But where I wanted to go with it, what I wanted to do with it, hasn't really changed. I wanted it to be community based. So that's what Sunflower Sundays will be. We're going to have a lot of fun, y'all. Today is more of an informative thing, and just make sure we're all on the same page.
And you guys are in control of what next Sunday is going to be.
Every Sunday, we will have 20-30 minutes, whatever. We're at the end of each show that we're going to decide what the aim of the next week's going to be. And you guys definitely will have a huge voice say in what we do. So what will Sunflower Sundays not be, mister? A bashing session.
Well, yeah, it's like our back porch events.
We don't talk politics, y'all.
We don't talk religion.
And we don't talk religion. Now, if someone needs prayers for something, that's different. I don't always encourage putting it in the chat because, once you put that information out there, as far as details, you can't take it back. Y'all, I have a full chat replay, so the receipts don't lie, and neither does the videos. So be aware of that. Whatever you put in my chat, it's there to stay. So if ever, and this has been a running thing, but if ever there's a need for me to enlist a show for the dignity of someone, anyone. We will do that. Why? Because.
Can I see your second device real quick?
Sure. Who's not blue?
Jason.
Oh, shoot. Nice drop. Give me a second, y'all. I've been dropping stuff lately. Probably because that spot's out in my cervical spine. Anyway.
There you go.
Thank you, mister. So here's the thing, y'all. If you have a wrench, at least it's not blue either.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
We gotta change that. I got it. I got it. There. Alright, everyone should be blue. And if you're not,
Type into chat.
Throw sunflower in chat, and if we have the ability to throw a wrench, we will. So there are changes that have been happening. I've been mentioning it, I would say, going on 2 months. I thought we were so much closer to winter. It felt like winter, so I went ahead and switched everything to our winter collab. So there's that change. And that's always going to any of my collabs that I feature. That's always in the room for flexibility of change. So be aware of that. Sometimes people need to take breaks. Sometimes people just need to do their own thing, and that's okay. Y'all, remember, I'm looking at another device. I just dropped some jewelry. Jessica.
Hey, Giovanni.
Hey, Giovanni. Welcome in. We're kind of going over the changes to our channel, to the community page, and all that good stuff. Jessica, girl. What just happened? Oh, it's because I haven't plugged in my phone yet. Okay. Jessica, I want to show you some stuff. Do you mind if I show you what I got for you? The stuff is stuff that's going to be coming to you very, very soon. Bomba socks.
Now, if you price Bomba socks online, you will freak. They're like $14 or $16 a pair.
So if there was 5 right there, here's the 6th pair of Bomba socks. She said, okay, so I'll show the rest. Girl. Not 1 pack, but 2 in the sizes you asked for. I was going to leave this as a surprise, but girl, I think you could use it right now.
The Bomba socks, they're a neat company. Every pair that is purchased, another pair is given for the homeless. That is their slogan.
And for outreach.
Right. Well, that's their slogan.
You don't have to be houseless or homeless in order to.
I know. What I'm saying is that's what their thing is. When you look up bombas.com, is every pair, another pair goes to.
So, yeah, y'all, anytime any of y'all purchase these in the stores or online, they match your purchase by donating to a cause, and it's not just Kansas, y'all. So, Jessica, girl, are you crying yet? Happy crying, good girl. Mister, I can't hand it over to you.
You're fine.
It's my trapezoid area. So that's going in your box as well. The box that's going to be shipping this coming week.
Yeah, those socks are comfortable.
So, and those socks, girl, you can put them on your son.
They may say large on them, but they're a smaller sock and they stretch. They're almost like a compression
They
sock.
can work for your daughter. They can work for you. Probably even your husband.
I can fit largest, so.
So, I mean, but that's what I could do as far as getting stuff in your box today. So I wanted you to know that. I tried calling you yesterday, girl, to find out on the cut on underwears, right? So I just pretending I was shopping for firecracker. So hopefully they will be what you needed. All right, y'all, let's see what else are we doing. All right, so that's the thing. Everybody that has a wrench has the ability to do this, to connect and grow with anyone in our chat. Anyone without a wrench, if I have your information, know who you are, know that you're a decent channel, you get a wrench. So it definitely isn't so much for ourselves or anything else, y'all. However, my featured mods, that's at the bottom of my channel if you go over there. There are 4 mods who are featured, and that's Mr. Steph, C-Prods, Jessica Dumpster Girl, and then Sean. Now, I mentioned maybe 2 weeks ago, but for sure this last week that I had managing mods that weren't featured. I think anyone that has a channel understands why you need to have at least one managing mod. So with that said, any managing mod has the ability, I found out last week. I actually found it out, it wasn't brought to my attention, that they can see pretty much everything I can see.
The only thing a managing mod can't do, unless it's a setting somewhere, is I can't wrench people.
You can't wrench people, but you can see the invisible box.
Yes.
So, everyone to have as a managing mod isn't to have that feature necessarily, but I don't hide what I do, right? If there's a question about Steph's ethics.
You're awesome, Jason.
Thank you, Jason. If there's a question on Steph's ethics or the way she does things, y'all, I have 11 years of sobriety. It's not bragging. It isn't. This year has been my hardest year to gain that year of sobriety. I have 4,051 days of sobriety. I didn't get that by listening to other people. I did that each and every day on my own. I've had help along the way. I'll tell you, on my hardest days, there was always someone, thankfully, to be there in some way, even if it was virtual. But I do what I do for me, and I do what I do for my business. So, if someone wants to see my invisible box, I would state, well, let's see yours too. We can do a shared thing, but other than that, it just isn't going to happen. How do people end up in the invisible box? Well, not being decent people. What do I mean by that? Y'all know the asteroids any channel can get, all the spamming. Yeah, you get in there for that. You get in there for self-promotion or promoting others when that's not the topic. I have a 0 tolerance, and I can assure you that there is one person in there. They were warned once, just kind of like I'm doing right now, and then they came in and self-promoted another channel during the same live. I just hit the ban button. With that said, some people can end up in there if we're playing asteroids or we're trying to hurry up, right? You've been elsewhere on YouTube, you've seen it where someone gets timed out or whatever. We don't always catch it, y'all. So if you have the inability to be able to message in my chat and people respond to you, then drop me an email. For the few that do have my personal cell phone, that's not the place for it. That's my personal cell phone. And I can assure you, if you're talking business, working through email first. If it's something urgent, email, and then maybe a text if I didn't see it. But I can tell you, if we're live, jumping in and saying, hey, Steph, I dropped you an email, gets me quicker to that email.
And I dropped your email in chat.
Let's see what else. I want to say it was just, y'all know I've hung out over on Super Chat a lot. So someone correct me. But it's somewhere in the first beginning of Tuber Chat where, you know, when he's doing a break or whatever, he's bringing someone on a past video, and they're talking about what I'm talking about right now, being kind in chat, coming in and saying hi, and da-da-da-da-da, and, you know, people don't just click over, hit the sub button, and run with it. They, a great deal of the time, will check you out, but you've got to sit there and build that, right? I had to do it. I still do it. But, you know, say, who should we use? We'll use Doran. This is name right. This is name right.
I think so.
That's the source, y'all. I could tell you, I could assure you 100%, if I jumped over to his live chat without anyone knowing me and being like, hey, I'm doing a sale and it's 50% off, I'm not going to have a wrench, for one. And most importantly, I probably am going to be timed out. You know, he may say something, but, you know, I would warrant that timeout. It just, you got to get to know people. I mean, he was in our chat this last week and he was figuring out what it was to live sell,
yeah,
and do all that stuff. He's over there, I think, Maui.
I know it's Hawaii,
but it is Hawaii. So yeah, I need to stop doing that. I'm already hurt. Sorry, y'all. This thing turns, and maybe I just feel like a kid today, but that's okay. So yeah, Sunflower Sundays are going to be community based. Will we ever have like a speed round for markdowns?
Sell if they voted for it,
or sell or something. Well, that's going to be left up to y'all, honestly. We're going to also have the opportunity to do, like, say 3 to 5 ingredient recipes, things that take 15 minutes or less to make a casserole, get it in the oven type thing, crock pot recipes, all that good stuff.
Speaking of that, I'm doing spaghetti for supper tonight, or goulash.
I'd rather goulash.
See what I got in noodles.
Yeah, I'll have to see what we got in noodles. I'm about done with noodles.
I know.
Not complaining, y'all. I'm just stating.
I'm limited to what I can cook in a short amount of time.
I know. I'm not going to complain. I'm going to appreciate it. Hey, did you eat all the venison sausage?
You told me I could have
summer
it.
sausage?
You told me I could have it.
That didn't mean you ate it. So, I think I left my game things up there, so I'm going to go grab them really quick. I need to walk.
Sorry, everyone. I'm double dipping. I'm in between modding. I'm also watching the Chiefs game.
What's the score?
6-6. I would say that they're tied with the Donkeys, and that's a bad thing, but the Donkeys have a team this year.
Oh, so it's Kansas City against Bronco?
Yeah.
Are they at Mile High or are they at Arrowhead?
They're at Mile High. And Kathy's watching the game also.
Heck yeah. So yeah, self-promotion, asking, you know, let's see, something else and probably need to go over. Like, it didn't happen in our chat. It didn't happen in a chat that we were selling on, so don't worry about that either. But if y'all aren't familiar with auctions and sales, imagine someone says, hey, Mr. Steph would love that. And someone's like, well, where's Mr. Steph? Guess what? Guess what? It's not okay to go do. It is not okay to go find Mr. Steph in someone else's chat and be like, Mister, you got to get over. That's a no-no. That was a new person. And, you know, I see it here or there. And I would say it's probably one of the most common things is people don't, you know, people do worry about that of, oh, shoot, well, I did that. If you're new to YouTube, most channels, I think, if they're familiar enough with you being new and they know you're not a troll, give them a minute or two to respond, because I'll tell you what, a misunderstanding can just be a misunderstanding. When it becomes a pattern of behavior, then it's something else. So, I was trying to take the sticker off. I'm not entirely sure why I'm not selling these.
That's why I didn't remove it.
But
shopping at the place that we don't like to shop for stuff to sell because of their stickers.
Yeah, but once in a great while, I find something someone's asked me to source there. So typically, Anyways, I got some affirmation cards recently, and I haven't really checked them out. But I'll show you what it says. Affirmations for a bad, booty. So I figure on our Sundays we can do some affirmation cards here, there, break the ice. So like the top one, it was right on top, says, find a way, not an excuse. Here's the thing, y'all. There is a difference between complaining or excusing behavior versus explaining behavior. I try to be a very open person and even a forgiving person, but I'll tell you what, if your behavior, intentional or not, is off, and you start behaving in a way that impacts me, my business, or my channel, I might say something. Depending on where it is, it may just be an email. But if it's something that it's just a zero tolerance, then it's just the ban button. And just so y'all know, my kids, including my featured ones, they know if they come in and do any of that behavior, they're not immune from it either. They're going to end up in there. And I'll tell y'all, most people that go in the invisible box, that's what I call it, I typically don't go looking for. If you're disruptive, if all the time you're coming into chats and the world is falling that day, and it's just day in and day out and it's bringing the morale down, you may get a warning about it, but if it's just continued behavior, you may end up there for that reason alone. Now, just because you're in an invisible box doesn't mean I can't be a decent human and still speak to you and other people's channels. It's not personal unless you make it that way. When I make business decisions, it does absolutely affect my personal life and those around me. So I do try to make the most informed, educated decisions, but I don't typically try to involve others. Why? Because I don't need to. I'm confident in my own ability and decision making for the most part. So let's see. I gotta go over really quick, y'all. Y'all know I vape, right? If you don't, here's your disclosure. Hey, it's not ever been hidden. Typically, if I'm selling, I don't vape. Otherwise, when it's a back porch event or whatever, I can and do vape. And I can assure you, I ain't got any issues with people that smoke. I used to be a smoker before I was a vapor. I'm going to try this again. My issue with either is if you're not aware of it, and then, like this doesn't make your stuff smell like it's been set in an ashtray before it was packed. And not that every smoker that's a reseller does that. I can assure you, I've bought in plenty from a lot of resellers that smoke it some like a freight train. And I'll tell you, unless you knew, you wouldn't know why, because they don't smoke on top of their product. Some do, But with that, you'll usually find them smoking while they're selling too. Still, again, no stones. It just, it's a thing. Tell you there's more people on YouTube that actually vape though. A lot just aren't open about it. And that's for their story, not mine. Alright, so I'm on my community page because I didn't write notes before we started. So currently, growth channels. If you're a growth channel, throw, what emoji would I want them to throw? I'm trying to think because I think a lot of people are on devices versus a laptop. So let me see what my emojis come up with. And you could throw sunflower in if you want, because sunflowers grow, right? Or you could just say sunflower. I'm going to change up that feature. So everyone that's on it will still be there, but new ones are going to be ahead. So if that makes sense. Girl, you on there. You on there. Let's see, what else? Winter collabing. Yes, YouTube gives me the option to do my collabing. But I think it takes and gives me one less way to feature, so I just do that myself. Collabing will always be under construction, y'all. There are so many variables that go with it, Giovanni was in chat earlier, so I'll pull him, for instance. He is a collab of mine, or I'm a collab of his, however you want to see that. Sometimes life happens, and hey, you're not able to be say on here for a moment or for a little bit. So there's that reason. I don't know, there could be a lot of reasons, but I think what I read the other day that resellers have this way of, making their circuits or whatever. They move around and stuff like that, and I guess that's true. So Mr. informed me the other day that fall doesn't officially end until December. How do you guys deal with winter when it's winter, right? With it still being the fall season. So yeah, I moved to a winter collapse, so that one's in progress. People may bounce out, people might be added there, just we'll see how winter evolves. I haven't started on the spring collapse yet. What was the other thing I brought in here? Oh, y'all, I seen this at a yard sale. It's probably in the Sooner State. I'm just going to bounce back and forth between the two. It's what would you rather do? A hilarious game for all ages. I don't know if all the cards are there, hence the reason why I haven't brought it. But there's 500 questions or thereabouts, plus witty insights. So I figured, maybe, I don't know if it'll be in a segment on Sundays or if it'll be something that's just optional here or there. But we can definitely play those things. I just want to do basically community stuff, community growth and all of that. It can't always be about the auctions. And I said that last year too. And if I can get this back on. But it looks like a book, so it's cool. So if y'all are familiar with that game, just know that I already have the Grove's Bargain Emporium edition. I just haven't got it printed out yet. So we could play the regular or we could play that. Again, I didn't get it printed out today. Moving as slow as I am, I've kind of paced myself today. So, Mister, what are things that you would like to see for next Sunday? You wanna do like a cooking session, maybe an ingredients prep, meal prep.
I mean, we can.
I mean, we network pretty much throughout the show anyway, so you know that's just a given. What would y'all like to see? I do know I want to start adding copyright sound to our shows and not just on Sundays. Before we moved offices, Mister, we were talking about doing an open panel. Do you remember that discussion? Do you remember if we were just thinking about brainstorming, or was there like something set that you wanted to do?
I think we're pretty much still in the brainstorm stage of it.
Would y'all like to see an open panel? Meaning we just come hang out. Crafting is something we could do. Someone the other day had mentioned something about crafting, and they said, you know, I think it was Dawn, so it's Tuesday or Wednesday probably, about how do you make the time for it? Well, you just got to make the time for it, like you would anything. With that said, usually make time you have to give something up. So having Sunflower Sundays where, you know, if someone wants to have, say, a bargain day of sales or something, we could do that. I just don't want it to be always about selling on Sundays. I want it more community based. So
Kathy and Jessica both said yes. I'm pretty sure that they crafting
and open panel. So like say one night I could be like, hey, Kathy, hey, Jessica, y'all want to come up on panel next Sunday? Type of stuff. That type of thing. I was on over at the source earlier in that store, Doran. Y'all, I'm still working on pronouncing his name right. I know he said he wasn't worried about it, but I don't know. Maybe I'll work with Siri. She might lead me in the wrong direction, though. To be fair. Well, I mean, we should be safe with Siri, right? We're not on the East Coast.
Yeah, Jessica says she crafts sometimes.
And it could be anything. It could be anything you have available, you know. That way there's no pressure. I mean, if you just want to, you know, say you've just got an adult coloring book, I mean, as long as it's appropriate, right? Because we do have one of those late night ones. And yes, that's where we got it. So it definitely, you know, would have to remain appropriate. So, but yeah, we could definitely do some crafting, do a crafting night here, and all that good stuff. We just kind of want everybody's input. The other thing keep in mind is if there's stuff that y'all would like to see, maybe not specifically, but like, hey, Steph, do you have extra large shirts? You know, it's that if I have it in pullable inventory, meaning it's going to take me a few days to pull, I could do it. If it's something that's going to take more than a couple days to pull, meaning it's over, I need to put this on the charger. And I've been reminding myself.
I had it all strung up there for you.
Yeah, it just doesn't make that connection to me sometimes, you know. I see the cord, but it doesn't. yeah, just some options to be able to, feel like you have more of a say than you do, I guess is the thing. Because here's the deal. We wouldn't be over 500 without y'all, and I'm incredibly grateful. We made, what was it, 515 today?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't breathed a sigh of relief, but definitely that's coming. We are going to party. I was hoping to make that announcement this week. However, it's going to be interesting with just everything that's going on here to see when we could party like it's 1999. But we're definitely going to party. I just don't know that I can fit it in this coming week. Not because I don't want to. I just don't have the supplies to do it yet, y'all. And that's just being honest. However, something we could do is I went into Studios because I know it has the option when you create a channel to show who your subs are or who you're sub to. And I had those options off. Last year, I was very nervous about someone having an endless supply of who I was connected to. Sometimes you come on YouTube and things don't always align up the way they visually do or even maybe sound. And, things can veer off into left field pretty quick. I'm okay. I had to get up. So, but I was telling Mister if I could figure out a way to stream on the laptop. We haven't figured out yet how to do it. So I don't know that I can do it on the phone where I can do a split screen to share my screen.
Now, if you're by yourself, you may be able to just use YouTube side to stream because it's StreamYard that the laptop has issues with.
Oh, so maybe we'll try that.
I mean, like today, the laptop's just being goofy. If I click and try to go to full screen, it takes like 2 minutes for it to even load.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So. Alrighty. So here are some things. Y'all, if you want to put if you want to vote for crafting for next week, it'd be anything that you got available to you. I don't know what a crafted emoji looks like, but you could throw it in chat. If you want maybe a skillet recipe or something.
I could do hamburger stew tonight. We got that thing of tomato juice, and I've got canned vegetables.
Right, and then you got your meat, and bam.
And we've got crackers in there, so.
Yeah, so a crafting emoji meal. Or just put crafting. If it's food related, you could put food. So let me write those down and we'll tally up. Like I said,
or if you want to sell, put in sale. And we're pretty open. Sundays was kind of
crafting. You said sell.
Mm-hmm.
If we did a sale, I wouldn't want to do a sale the whole time. Just so y'all know. So maybe we do some speed rounds or something like that. But
Jessica's husband's cooking Spanish rice for supper.
Ooh, that sounds yummy. So my favorite rice is Spanish rice. Just saying. That sounds so yummy. Y'all, did you see my shirt?
I don't know where my hoodie is right now.
probably buried on the foot of the bed.
Probably.
So, if y'all want to do a game,
Hey, the source.
Hey, Doran, welcome in. We're just figuring out what our Sunflower Sundays are going to be. Typically, back in the day before I went collabing with a bunch of folks and gave up the Sunflower Sundays we were selling on Sundays. Laters. Y'all, he's probably running out to the beach. I could see him now. I can I don't know what it is. I can hear the beach, but I also have been to a beach. Of course, my first time ever was
this time of year.
No, it was October 19th. You might ask how I remember. October 19th of 2019. And it was Virginia Beach. And I don't know how I had the energy to walk 6 miles of Virginia Beach. I mean, that was two. Then I went back to Fort Lee. I put all the contents in flat rate boxes and sent it home. And I'll tell you what, about 23 days in the USPS mail system, those babies were polished and ready to show up. Or to, show out. I have a Goonies t-shirt. Oh, yeah. That's amazing. Yeah. Yeah. I got Mr. To be fair, we're about the same size other than he's a guy frame, obviously. And I'm like, I see this Goonies hoodie. It was earlier in the summer. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that would be perfect, right? Then Mr. might have found it, and he's like, oh, I love the Goonies, which, of course, he does. It's actually one of his top, 5 movies, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I got that for you. So now I've got my own shirt. The shirt, thankfully, is small enough that unless he puts it on, it fits me right.
You never heard of
the Goonies? Actually, it's a movie.
Find a streaming app and look up The Goonies.
Here on YouTube, you can look it up. I think they have a free version of it. So the other thing we're going to do on Sundays is we're going to do at least 1 or 2 unboxings.
You want me to go get some boxes? So you don't have to carry them?
I'm not starting with the boxes. I'm going to start with the light packages. So
okay, I'll let you go get
bubble
those.
Envelope, whatever.
Sorry, everyone. I got engrossed in the game. Yeah. Sometimes I forget, Ashley, that we're a little older than everyone else. Yeah, sit down and watch it. It's got Corey Haim and all them in it, so it's a heck of a good movie. Our friend Ace Ventura, when he comes in the chat, and he always says, "Hey, you guys," that's what it comes from, is that movie. So Ashley was born in 1985 when the movie came out.
Oh, wow.
That's why she's never seen it.
That explains a lot.
I'll go look later, Jessica.
So, I know I had some poly bags or envelopes.
Mm-hmm.
There was one that was pink. I know I have not unboxed it yet.
It's out there in the pile of stuff.
It came from California.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. I'll let you start working on that.
Let's see. All right. I've got one from Pennsylvania. The rest of them, at least through the winter, will be coming from Florida. So if you know, you know. And this one did come from Florida. So, Giovanni, are you still in chat, bud? This has been sitting here for a minute, y'all. I have a backlog of unboxing to do. While everyone's been getting their packages out on time, the carriers are hanging them up. And that was, we're talking a week before peak season actually started. Jessica, what month? Remind me, and I know you've had a birthday, but darn it. Alrighty. I'm going to show y'all just where I opened this up at. It's what I thought. I thought it was in August. So the only thing I seen was this part of it. That's why I had to giggle. So the Revlon heat brush, hair brush, whatever. It's a cool one. Y'all, you remember how many times Giovanni turned this on to show people that it worked well? And I'm giggling because it was his response every time it come on.
Well, my birthday's tomorrow, everyone.
Yes, y'all, we will be live on our channel tomorrow, and it's Mr.'s birthday. All right, there is compression socks. Those are large, extra large. I actually got those for Mr. He is just over, what is it, 5 years? We haven't crossed the 6, have we?
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah,
your October was 6 years. Wow, 6 years since his heart attack.
That ain't the heart stuff I'm worried about right now.
No, it's infection control. Ho, ho, ho. Got this from the Black Widow's web. It's a gift from Black Widow. If I remember right, these have candy in them. So if C-Prod isn't watching, if he isn't tuning in, I don't know. Yes, it definitely has. It definitely has. We got glasses. I think those were supposed to be for Mr. though.
They were for Halloween.
For Halloween. To be fair, this was not here yet for Halloween.
No.
And not because Giovanni didn't have it in the mail, but it got hung up in Kansas City. There's a squishy. I'm actually going to pull that. You remember the discussion yesterday about Angel Tree for family up here? She mentioned squishies or stress balls. So that we'll put with. And then she mentioned these, the poppets like this too. So we'll give her that. Y'all, these are my favorite. Oh my goodness, why?
Ashley will be 40. I'll be 47.
I turned 43 2 months ago tomorrow. So there's googly eyes. That is a fun bag. I'm just saying. What was that? That was googly eyes. So that can be for C-Prods. And then we got one too.
Yeah, they've got.
Fun. This is when he was doing the trick or treating the houses. So that's a squishy thing that looks like.
So Kathy goes,
Finding
they
Nemo.
want Poppins. So they've got kids that are on a spectrum essentially.
I'll message you later, Kathy, because I need to message you with yarn colors, I think. That's another poppet, so we'll put that with it. I've got some poppets in inventory I'm going to be pulling for that as well.
Jessica's husband's the same age I am. Well, he's 47. He'll be the same age I'll be tomorrow.
And these are large, extra large. I don't remember if I got 2, but those look like compression socks as well. I might have, or Giovanni might just throw them in there. Just saying. Just saying. And then the steering wheel. Y'all remember? OMG.
You can go put it on your van, even though it don't move.
No, I've got one on my van.
Oh, you don't want a fuzzy on mine.
Wait. You don't have anything on yours, right? So we'll pull the one off of mine and put it on yours, and then I'll put the fuzzy one. Well, when I have the ability to do it, I will. Upper body strength has been an issue for me since my car accident. And so when I'm having issues, yeah. Yesterday I actually dropped my ID going on the post. I felt so bad because the Sojourn Combat boots, I had to bend down to get it. And because I dropped it outside the vehicle window. And it just, when things are out, things are out. Alright, this one is from Nana Tink. This was my last order with her before she went to Florida. And this was a custom order, meaning there was 2 shipments. Yeah, I'm only opening one because she sent the other to Firecracker. No one gets the ability to have that address, so don't ask her for it. She won't give it. Just saying. There are some great resellers that have my kids' info and some that don't. Not because they're not great resellers.
I got you, Lori.
Yeah, I've got a channel email, Lori. Yeah, Mr. put it out there. So, honestly, I can't remember what's all in this one because I had her split my order into 2. Just in Firecracker, a care package. But I believe there might be soap in here. I hope so. Ooh, ooh. So, first and foremost, okay.
There you go, Lori.
So, free gift Kleenex. Nana Tinks gives her information. Would you drop Nana Tinks in chat, mister?
I don't know how to do it on the laptop.
All right.
So
it's fine. Here, check this out. I can do it right here. Unless Jessica beats me to it. Because she does have faster thumbs than me. Okay. That's Nana Tink's channel link, y'all. If you're not connected with her, ask yourself why. Everything I've ever received from her from the moment I started buying from her until current, I've never had any concerns, anything. So, alrighty, I got. Wonder if.
Let me see. Tell you what each one is. That one's the micro.
Okay. So that's probably a 10 foot. It's at least a 6, but it might be a 10. And then this is
an aux cord.
An aux cord. So there's those 2 things. She had them at great deals. I can't. I'm throwing stuff now. Alright. Nana Tink's Frankenmuir soap. This is handmade soap with olive oil and coconut oil. So she does have that in stock. This is a new one for me, so I'll link out one. Then I grabbed 2 of these. Yep. So let me pull it. This is her peppermint tea tree oil. So here's.
That one's different than the other one. But it still will do the same thing.
Well, she does have the candy cane one. And
you know what I'm showing with in a little bit tonight?
Those fit in the soap bags we have. So depending on the thickness of hand poured soaps, you know, the blocks of them, whatever, depends, but most of them will fit in there. This is color correcting serum moisturizer primer. Oh, it's just for the dark spots. So right here. So I got that. I did not, there's original price on it. I did not pay that for it. I can tell you that. And then, believe it or not, these babies are expensive, y'all. Here they're almost, depending on the size you get, they average like $8 a piece. I paid $3 or $4 a piece for these. Hence the reason why I get my Giovanni is that's Finding Treasures 7. I get a lot of HBA from him. Nana Tink is the other one. Okay, let me put that. Nana, thank you very much. Giovanni, you catch this on the replay. Thank you, bud, for all the goodies. I've got to Mister, take this because those Twizzlers are screaming at me. And they're not the sugar-free ones. So shoot. So I don't know. Oh, Mister's got more. We're gonna open this one. It's let me. Okay, he clipped it.
No, I didn't.
No, it was just put it over. All right, this is from Josie's Place, and Josie, I've been purchasing from her for over a year. I'm not there for every sale. I am not. Would you drop her channel? Oh, you can't. Okay, give me a minute.
I swear, man.
To be fair, he probably did it. No, I was doing this evening.
Yeah, but
Adult kids. So, I've been purchasing from Josie for over a year, and I'm not there every sale.
hold on, buddy. Hey, mute real quick.
All right, give me a second, y'all. It's Rue. No, wait.
Second to get
Alrighty, y'all. Sorry about that. Not sorry that I got a moment with Rue, but he's on FaceTime, so Josie has a lot of great jewelry, y'all. Sometimes you can get a really great bargain, more like a steal of a deal. But she's got great prices, in my opinion, and I don't know, it's probably been 2 or 3 months since I've done an unboxing. I've got a very beautiful necklace from her. And so this is how she packaged it. And this should be a bracelet. Oh, it is. Oh, that is so gorgeous. Whoop, whoop. So it's a stretch bracelet. And it's cool. It's cool. This is just fun. So I think I'll leave it on for a little bit. I can hear him. He's talking to Papa. So he's talking to Papa. And then somewhere in between everything, we're going to start having a guest club here. I don't know if we'll do them on the Sundays that we vote for a sale or not. But likely it'll likely be a Sunday unless we can find somewhere to do a pop-up somewhere. We've got a lot of great community members that they've got their own niches of stuff. They're not a variety reseller in the sense of vintage and antiques, but sometimes it's the things they create. And we're definitely gonna start opening the door for that as well. That way folks can bring some things that you don't necessarily see unless you're at a crafting event. So when we have more information on that, we will definitely let y'all know. I gotta grab a drink here, so. Alrighty, let's see who's. We're not gonna go with that one right now. Let's see. Who's that one? This one came from New York, New York, New York, New York. Alrighty. I'll give you an idea of where it came from, but if you need some confirmation, it says crochet is my therapy. Who do y'all know up in New York that loves yarn? Literally. Loves yarn so much, named her dog after yarn. So. Whoop, whoop. Oh, y'all, I was just talking about soap bags, right? Here is one that's similar to what we sell. Not quite, but similar. It's a free gift. Thank you. And then she typically throws in thank yous. And that was all on top. I bid on these bows, right? These are mini bows, y'all. There's a story that goes with these, but so Yarn Again has a Yorkie puppy, and then I don't remember what the other one is, but he's a bit bigger. Anyway, so she sold these to me, and then as she was bagging them, she felt one with some sort of hair on it. So she ended up making it into a free gift. I totally forgot about that until she said something, or until I seen them. Alrighty. And then we're gonna dive into this some more. Y'all, I think I've been mentioned, hey, it's that time of year for dads that's Yarn Again's husband to send me a roll of bubble wrap. Last year around this time I had ordered something I've never brought to the tube. Considered it. Well, I might have brought it once, but anyways, I swear they not them, but the postal system stopped at Arrowhead and did a kickoff, right, with my box. The box itself was damaged, so that's the shipping box. Y'all, shipping boxes are meant to take, you know, some being handled wrong, but sometimes they run over them. Sometimes they drop them. I swear, for more than 2 stories, and the list goes on. Anyways,
Hi, Robin.
these hey Robin, these, I think they were Japan plates. I don't mean plates like, I'm talking tiled plates, and each one of them has their meaning on it. He used the entire roll of bubble wrap for it. Those tiles were not damaged, not one chip, nothing. All right, so this is more of an Easter deal. They're little ornaments, all Easter themed, spring themed stuff. They make great minis. I thought I might head in that direction a little bit, but all the mini stuff, some people think the minis are cool, but no one's really showed interest, so it's like, alright. Now, this actually might be a plate. Okay. Oh, yeah.
It's like Christmas. You don't even remember what you bought.
Alright, to be fair, with yarn, again, and Dawn Southern Finds, for over a year, I built a box with them. Now, I'll tell y'all, if they flipped it and did what I do, which is I bill at the end of the week for cost of goods, so that's your total minus shipping. And then whatever, I'd be fine with that too, but I think that might be, more, I don't know. Anyway, so I build boxes with them. And my boxes have been getting smaller, obviously, y'all. Life be what it is right now. So this is sunflower with the butterflies.
Yeah, I answered the phone to Papa.
Is Rue watching?
No.
Because this was a purchase. Not that he'll remember it anyway. And I believe it says this one's with a chip. So there's one with a chip and there's one without a chip. The one with the chip, Meemaw's going to keep. The one without a chip, it's going to Rue himself. So I was hoping to be able to display these and actually use them this year. We will be able to do that with Rue's, but not with our own. So ours, which is this one, they're identical. This one is going to go in our Sooner box that apparently I'm collecting for stuff that's going to be going to our Sooner home. No, we don't have an address yet, y'all. For one, we've got to be able to make the repairs to the vehicles, meaning mine. Plus, then we've got to save after we get tires for my vehicle and Mister's. Then we can save for the move. And that's, assuming nothing else comes up. So Mimo got one for her house. That's going in our stuff, my sunflower stuff that's been coming in. That's our dishware for down there.
For right now, I'm just going to set it.
That's fine. Because I'm setting stuff here. So that one's, hey, yeah, this one's not chipped. That one's Rue's. It's identical. They were. Oh, dang. Oh, that's so much better than I thought it was. So, for anyone, I think that's been around me for a minute, and I talked about my dad. His CB handle was Iron Eagle. Infinite Eagle necklace. So it's got a lot of bling in it. The wings look almost like a root beer. It's cool. I think that might be a mark. I don't know. Yeah, that's definitely a couple marks, but that could just be maker. Not like a... You know what? No, I remember there was something I got from her, and it should be this shipment. It was more than what she realized it was, but she honored the price that she started it at.
I don't have my loop right now.
Okay. And that's just a testament of why I shop with these ladies. If there's ever been doubt anything, if something happens, you know, they do their best as long as you communicate with them to make it right, even if it's not their fault. So, y'all remember those ornaments earlier? Yeah, here's the rest of it. And there might be something in here. Oh yeah, there is. So, Nantucket.
Internet's being stupid tonight.
Is it? Am I still live?
Yeah, you're still live. Yours is still showing.
So we got these two little things, but this is, and of course I was thinking of Rue. There they are. But you store them in there. That's so cool. We'll set those. Maybe, yeah. We'll slam down. So all that in there. Y'all give me just a second. That train. He's been honking for a few miles, y'all.
He's done honking.
It's not a very heavy one. Otherwise, you'd see that up there going. Woo, 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 woo. So, Mister.
Well, that's cool because I need a new soap bag.
Well, there you go. Yarnigan, you're awesome. Mister. I told you I bought bowls. You know, little ones that these you could put in, you know, a newborn's hair. Yeah, just speak it into existence. Just saying. So yes, I bought this for a future grandbaby. Yeah, our future grandbaby, as far as we know, is not on the way yet, y'all. Just saying. It's just been future, and hey, that's not putting pressure on the kids. It's been an open discussion.
No, because I want them to be good and sturdy in their relationship.
Hey, let me show them that. That's the T1, huh?
Yeah.
So, y'all, check that out. Mister's getting ready to open it. That's the...
Drop it into my new soap
tea
bag.
tree.
I like this soap bag. Nice.
And yes, they are individually sealed. Alrighty, let's get to another one. I've got one more box. The box is probably the last box I'm going to do this evening.
Are you sure? Because there's like, 3 or 4 more out there.
I know, no. It'll be enough. We'll do the rest. Unless there's something time sensitive, but there shouldn't.
No.
We'll do the rest next Sunday. Or at least a few more. So, this one came from Arkansas. What is it? I think there's a graphic, like a sticker in there. I might be wrong, but it might be a little bag that says Meemaw on it. Oh! Oh! Hey, there's even cash in this one, y'all. It can't go wrong. So, Mr. Steph, but it's only the best ones get promoted to Meemaw, and it's spelled Meemaw. There's a lot of ways to spell Meemaw, but. And then refund on shipping. That's the note for that one. And then, this is a magnetic phone grip stand.
Let me see real quick.
So
I'll have to find the other stand, but
yeah, we got a phone stand like combination, like entertainment little center thing from Don's channel. What, maybe 2 months ago, something like that.
But none of our cases
But
are
none
magnetic.
of our cases are magnetic, and so that's why I haven't been using it yet. So Tammy was selling this. Shows the date as the 2nd. So, and that sounds about right. She was selling these. I don't remember how many she had. I don't know if she has any more. But Mister's like, Steph, you need one. And so he put one in for me.
You only need a part of it. That's the sad thing.
Yeah, it's only actually one piece of it that I need so then I can put it on my phone case because, yeah. Don't worry about it. You can lay the pop. So it's that piece?
Mm-hmm. Right, here's the adhesive to adhere it.
Oh, so the popple part of it could be for something else? Or no?
No, because it goes together.
Right, but don't undo it yet because it's buried over there on your side.
But yeah, you just.
Let me see. So it comes, you have to undo the parts. But here's the adhesive part. Stick that on there and then, yeah, however he's going to do it. That's cool. That's cool. I don't know what, y'all, I genuinely love both items. So, I'd almost have to say it only because I could probably go to a store and find that one if I looked hard enough. Because we got Marshalls, we got Burlington up here, we got Target, we've got, I mean, we're only an hour out from the state capitol and they've got other stores too. So when I say I could have probably, that's what I mean by that. The great thing with this was it didn't cost a whole lot. And then, it was just getting here. And I can tell you, it came in the time frame that it usually takes to get from Arkansas to here. But not all packages make it as quick. I had a box from Texas that took 8 days because it got hung up over in Kansas City. So, I am so.
Hey, bud, get up from your nap.
Hey, buddy. Sorry, dude. I thought he was going to have a seizure there. The way he fell, but he's doing his thing, y'all. No, he's okay. I just don't want to explain what the view I have. So, only the best moms get promoted to Meemaw. And, yeah, it's going to be a stash bag for me for sure. It'll be a Meemaw stash bag, maybe for some, what is it, SpongeBob fruit gummies. I'm being serious, y'all. Our little 4-year-old godson, that he wants a puppy. We got
See you later, Jessica.
Later's Jessica. he got a puppy, not a real puppy. He wants a real one. Well, he can't have a real one right now. So we might explain that. So he goes, okay, then I want SpongeBob fruit snacks.
SpongeBob gummies.
Yeah. Oh, you're fine, girl. Yeah, just go take care of your son. That's fine, honey. Alrighty, now this box has a story. This came from Kansas City, but the Missouri side. It didn't make one trip to the village. It made 2. Which makes me want to tear one label off and see what the other one looks like.
Except for you'll never get it off the top of the other label.
Right. So I've never... You have so many stash bags. So this box made 2 trips to the village. So, y'all, if you don't put the 803 on the box, it don't matter if it's on the label or not. If you don't put 803...
Especially since our postmaster is retired, I'm pretty sure. He's running his vacation time right now because he's been the postmaster.
The item gets sent back. And so I'm not sure if 803 wasn't on there. However, Mark reached out to me. I don't know if it had come back to him or if he got a notification that it was on its way back to him. You remember that day I told you, hey, we had a delivery?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it was never in the box?
It was never in the box. And so, I mean, Mark was on it. He's staff, you know, it's here, or it came back, or it's on its way back, whatever. And so, I'll tell you what, y'all, if you remember, I'm not promoting anything, I'm just informing. I've been a member of the 2O guys, I think 11 months, if not 12. We should be crossing that year. But anyways, they give a shipping discount. And they've done that to me multiple times. Typically, like, if I pay too much, whatever, then whatever, right? So, here's the thing. They already give me a discount. I know what it costs to ship over there. So, I made sure that they had my information correctly. And then, y'all, I didn't wait for a new invoice with added shipping. If you pay a reseller or paid anyone in your history, their information's right there. Actually, I think $1 over, because, you know, if you send someone money, if you don't hit the refund, you have to go in their invoice. If you don't go in their invoice and hit that refund, it, that's weird. That shouldn't have fell. If you just send them money claiming, you know, you're refunding them, it looks like to PayPal that it's a transaction unless you send it friends and family. Which also means they're not actually getting the amount back because PayPal takes fees if it's an actual transaction. I gotta set this down because
I can't come help.
no, these minerals fell and they shouldn't have. But so with everything, yeah, that's construction paper, and I'm not talking the construction paper you get at the store necessarily. I mean, it's construction paper.
I love that paper. It works like a dream for big headspace. Paper retirement days.
Mr. Stephanie and Steph, 2O guys, thank you. And then 2O guys, vintage and resale. Mark M. Mike, yes, I be collecting my postcards, y'all. No, I'm not sharing them. If you want one, you need to go purchase from them. So that'll get used again. So you remember, Mister? You remember the first part of us reselling? I had a bunch of DVDs.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had a confession. I know we didn't sell a box of those, and I just got another box. So, let's tell you how long ago that sale was, y'all. It was a friend selling with friends, so just over a month ago. And they had a friend who passed away, and so they were selling some other friends' DVDs. I think there was 300 or 400 of them. It was the first friend selling with friends of Mark ever showed more than, I think it was 170 items in one sale. FYI, disclosure, Steph vapes. Not bragging, but I don't want people to think I don't do something. That's the poison I chose. So, Mister. Okay, I'm trying to think, but there must be a few in here that might be questionable as far as what you can show on the screen when you're live, right? So, I don't know. Mister, that's one for you because this is Stephen King's Sleeping Beauty. Red Dawn. Red Dawn, y'all. That was one of my dad's favorites.
Is it the original? Yeah.
Yes. 51st Dates. If y'all ever want to know what Steph went through 12 years ago, it's a pretty good depiction without not this whole storyline, but it gives you some perspective. The Borrowers.
Borrowers is a cool movie.
How many of these did we wear out with the kids?
A lot.
At
Kinda
least
like
5 or 6 of them.
It's kind of like Cars.
Y'all, 50 Shades of Grey.
Is it the first one?
Yes, it is.
I haven't seen any ones past the first one, so.
Yeah. That one I think we might do as a giveaway or something. I don't know. So, y'all might remember I've mentioned my mom was a baby boomer. And she was born and raised in the South. So, Selma, if you know, you know. That's civil rights movement and era. Yeah, we weren't raised in the South, though that's where we started. My mom very much believed that it didn't matter who you are, how much was in your bank account, what vehicle you drove. If you were good people, you were good people, and if you weren't, well, then that was your problem, not hers. Mad Money. Some of my favorite people are in that movie. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. There's that one. So, you know, I did Christmas, essentially. Okay, you figured that out. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Fast and the Furious. Hey, I should have told the kids that this Sunday they were going to choose their Christmas gifts during an unboxing. Alrighty, let's see. That one I think I'm going to put there. Fast and Furious, I know one of the kids likes. Mister, I don't know that there's any other ones, but Left Behind Special Edition.
Let's put it over with those.
Okay.
I ain't got no place to pile anything over here.
Yeah. Earth to Echo. Rue.
Yep.
Alrighty. Let's see.
Just put them all together and we'll sort through them and separate them later.
Constantine. Like, don't like?
I don't know if I've ever seen it.
It's Keanu Reeves movie. Keanu Reeves. Yeah. Alright, Independence Day. I mean, who could go wrong with that one? The Seeker. The day after tomorrow.
Day after tomorrow.
Day after tomorrow, we definitely wore at least 2 discs out. Mr. The Hobbit, The Battle of Five Armies.
You getting ready to lose your game?
Alright. Just in time for Christmas.
The original Home Alone.
Y'all want to listen to Christmas music? Yeah, I could probably tolerate a day or 2 of it. Home Alone movies? Yeah, that's Christmas there. Hey, Giovanni. The Hobbit and the Disillusion of Smug.
Mm-hmm. You gotta remember, there's a whole group of Hobbit movies that go with the Lord of the Rings movies.
Dungeons and Dragons.
That one was a good one.
Flight Plan.
That one was a good one.
Tyler Perry's Medea's Family Reunion. And Medea goes to jail. Y'all, I hear you. Y'all, it's on the streaming app. I get it. You know what? Have you ever had technology fail you?
Or not had the money to pay the streaming app?
Or have to wait 3 weeks after you move in somewhere before your internet's hooked up? All right. Triple H State of the Union.
Mm-hmm. That's the one with Ice Cube in it, I think.
Jumper.
Jumper was a good one.
Magnificent.
That one's a firecracker movie.
I did say Dirty Dancing. Y'all. Sorry, not sorry. Losing Isaiah. Losing Isaiah. Freaky Friday. That's the newer one. That's Jamie Lee Curtis and
Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay. I'm saying that wrong. The Garfield movie. Garfield was one of my dad's favorites. The Minions.
I'll sit down and watch Minions with Ruru next time we're down there.
The Pursuit of Happiness. Y'all, if you know, you know. The Hustle. The Fox and the Hound 2. I got so much more, y'all, because the guys brought these fabulous prizes. But I had to stop. Again, this has been sitting here for more than 2 weeks. Tyler Perry's Amadeus Christmas.
Click.
Yeah, I'll show that one here in a second. And then there is Scarlet. Scarlet. If you know, you know. And then, y'all, when you hear me talk about the duck, I'm talking about the duck on this movie. If you know, you know. I know, right? I've sold a few 50 Shades of Grey. Hence the reason why I went ahead and picked one up again. Because, I mean, I got them cheaper, even with shipping, than I could go into an outlet for them. And it was for a good cause. I know what it's like to sit there and try to sell something for someone you cared about that's gone now. And, yeah, we're starting really a collection of DVDs. I'll be going back through what we've got of my 8 cousins.
We need to just bring those and just drop them $1 a DVD on the tube here and see if we can move them all.
Yeah, as long as there'd be interest in them. Otherwise, I don't want to waste my time with it.
Or we can just take them down and donate them to our library.
Yeah, I'll do that. Alrighty. Alrighty. Hey, you know what? I was in Giovanni's earlier. He's 1,000 something, so 1,000 and some change up on his car fundraiser goal. Hey Dawn, welcome in. How are you doing, girl? We're kind of networked. We did some unboxing. Is there another box out there of Giovanni's?
It's one I opened to make
Go ahead and
sure.
go get it. Go ahead and go get it. If he's still active in chat, we'll open it. If not, we'll wait till next Sunday. So Sunflower Sundays are networking like anything else, but I put in the description that it was with a twist. So we vote every week what we're doing the next Sunday. So the options, y'all, if you're still here, is to choose food. What I mean for food is we could do a recipe, we could share recipes, we can do meal prep, something related to that. There's crafting, and then we can do speed rounds as far as selling, but I don't want Sundays to be auctions and sales strictly. So hopefully that makes sense. So the 3 options for next week are food related, crafting related, or sell. And then we're going to, I'm feeling a little less tight than I was earlier, mister.
Well, I told you when I popped you that you'd still be stiff. And hi, Dawn. Sorry.
So, if y'all noticed when you came in, my channel has rules now. I'm going to go over those again. I went through them at the beginning of the show. And these rules have always been there. It was just the common sense ones. And I don't mean to say that to offend anyone. So please, y'all, I'm not aiming that anywhere. It just is what it is. First rule to my channel is no self-promotion, no spamming, and let's have fun. Now, I know the biggest question is no self-promotion. Well, Steph, how do we network? Anyone with a wrench has the ability to connect with another person on my channel.
And what we mean by self-promotion is don't come in 10 minutes before your show and be like, hey, I'm going live in 10 minutes. Everyone come over here.
Or come,
because that's underhanded.
Or come in just after you started. I've never had that issue except twice, and they both happened in the month of October. October of last year and October of this year. Now I thought the person last year that I quite in the moment just hit the ban button. It was done before Mr. Ibn knew. Oh, and then we got John. Now she's really offended. I meant to say Dawn, but came out John. Sorry, girl. So she's offended. Just kidding.
I'm going to go wash the pot up and get supper started.
Okay.
So I'll be on volume and I'm on my...
No, it's just, the self-promoting, the things that you basically hear and see around other growth channels where they say, hey, you don't just come in, jump in, advertise you're selling. You don't come in, when people know you're on and advertise that you're selling, even if you don't mention the sell. If you're looking to draw numbers, don't do it in my chat because it is actually bannable. I've actually had that rule for more than a year. The first time it happened, and I have zero tolerance. It doesn't matter who it is. I will do it to C Prods if he ever did it. I would do it to Sean if he ever did it. So quite literally, y'all, it is not personal. It's business. when things get ugly, that's when it's personal. Hey, Timmy, welcome back. Welcome back. Good to see you. I'm going to wrench you, bud. We don't do anything that's distracting. So if y'all got questions, I've got an email. But let's take, for instance, if I'm showing something, not necessarily Sunday, but anytime, and you got a question about it, that's fine. But to come into my chat, unless it's that particular subject matter, meaning like a back porch event, it is not okay to ask about anything to do with the platform that we're on. As far as how they run things, you'll find those in the helpful tips in your own channel. So no distracting stuff. You know, if we're auctioning, don't sit here and, you know, bring down the energy. If life happens and you need prayers or something, hey, I'm good with that. But we got enough going on in the world, y'all. You know, sometimes some of us are smiling while the house figuratively behind us is burning. Hey, John, welcome in. Good to see you. I didn't see it take. Let me do it again, Timmy. It should have. There it goes. I just must have not hit it right. So next time you chat to me, you'll be wrenched, and you're welcome to click on anyone and connect with them. We're just not self-promoting or talking about anything that's distracting. Overlay in chat, we don't bash out their channels, all that good stuff. So just same stuff, just different day with stuff. Okay, the second rule is be kind, respectful, leave the nonsense at the door. And then what I just kind of covered, but I'll go ahead and reiterate it. Connect and grow. Anyone with a wrench may connect with others in active chat. I do also do chat replay. Sometimes it may take y'all about 3 hours or so after the show's over to be able to see active chat, but it'll be there. I do keep receipts, both video and chat, so it just, you know, it's an accountability thing, y'all. So how's it going, John? It's good to see you. Good to see you. And since a few of y'all came back in or are coming in, our Sundays, Sunflower Sundays, are not sales driven. And each Sunday, we decide what we're going to do for the following Sunday. So we've got 3 categories. We got the category of food for the primary topic, crafting, or we can do a sell. So I will let you know if it's a sell, it's going to be more like speed rounds. It's not going to be primarily selling, but we could do, you know, speed round sells. Do a couple of them throughout. Our primary goal for Sunflower Sundays is just to have a cool place to hang out, talk about community. It doesn't necessarily mean here on YouTube, but it's building our community morale up, y'all. A lot of us struggle when we stub a toe, right? I know I do. Okay. John says he's good. He's working on invoices before he takes some time off. Well, good for you, bud. And food. Food 101 food items to use turkey. I'm going to screenshot that. Oh, you know what? We're just going to put it in the book. I like that one. So for food ideas, we would do, Mr. and I've been kind of brainstorming for actually a while now, but then we kind of put it on the back burner for the sunflower Sundays until availability came where we could do it again. And I told him, I said, I want to be able to do some recipes, be able to talk about ingredients, be able to prepare, say, a 3 to 5 ingredient meal on the cheap, and say something that's within 15 to 45 minutes, bam, and it's done. I know not everybody, knows how to cook, or maybe even how to read certain measurements, certain ingredients. Not because anyone's ignorant, but we know this is Daffy Duck, but to some people it's just a duck because they don't know his name's Daffy Duck. So it's just where we can add that support. And of course, networking will be, if you got a wrench, connect with people, and then the only one authorized to drop links in my channel, in my chat, unless I specifically ask you to personally, is Mr. Steph, Jessica Dumpster Girl, C Prods, or Sean PRM. Why? Because they are my featured approved moderators. So they're the ones that drop the links unless I ask someone else to do it, because sometimes others can do it, especially hard to find channels, stuff like that. If y'all go to my community page, just go to my channel, open it up. Let me see. I've got Nana up right now, but that's because I dropped her link earlier. Let's see. If you go to mine, I did update it a little. Can't really tell unless you know. But above that, let me see if I can open it that way. It's not going to let me. It won't let me do it that way either. Above the Groves Bargain Emporium is empowerment. This year, I chose the word empowerment. And y'all just to know, that's going to be next year's goal too, is empowerment. And, we can sit here and we could divide over a number of issues that can or might happen or may not happen, or we can learn to empower each other. And I know not everybody maybe understands things like that. It's just like, hey, I do tick for tack, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. Y'all got 11 years of sobriety, and I'm not bragging in vain on that. I've got 4,051 days as of today, and I'll tell you, there's times where it's harder than usual. Definitely going into peak season, which is your holiday season, is hard for me, but I am one of over 7 billion, 8 billion people. So, it's not a complaint. It's just say, hey, I'm human, and, I need support too. And you guys are great about that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Sometime between now and when we do our party, I was hoping to maybe announce it over the course of the weekend. But, my vehicle is nowhere closer than it was 2 weeks ago from being repaired. So it's not that I don't want to party. We're gonna party. I just have to delay it by a week, possibly 2, and that's okay. So something, I'm sure it's going to have to be a pop-up, just because of the length of time it's going to take. Who knows? It might be a late night thing to do, mainly because, I don't know. But if I can get the laptop to stream, even if it's just through YouTube, and we're going to find out who follows Steph on my view versus who Steph follows. And yeah, it's going to be interesting because it's definitely not here, and I'm not complaining, so don't that way. Y'all, if you're trying to grow your channels, like Tuber Chat, the source, any of that, when you're connecting with people, you can go in and sub to them, but I'll tell you, the biggest impact I've seen for my channel has been going in and leaving a meaningful comment on some of their content. That's been a sure fast in a hurry. Thank you, John. Yeah, it is empowerment. It's a great word, and it's a very rewarding action and experience. So, it's not always sunshine and rainbows, and sometimes I have to remind myself that I chose empowerment. But I'm trying to think of the word. I looked at my teenage goddaughter several weeks ago, and I told her, I said, listen, do you want to be treated here, or do you want to be treated here? Like, she's in transition in the aspect that she's a teenager, so she's moving from childhood into adulthood. And she's kind of looked at me kind of perplexed about empowerment. And I said, yeah, I just said empower you. And, she was still perplexed. And I said, listen, when someone empowers you, you absolutely have that power to blow it up, so to speak. Or you're empowered to continue on whatever path that puts you on. So empowerment in that instance is what I mean. And absolutely, when you empower someone, they can misuse that. But I'll tell you what, more than not empowering anyone, it's kind of like that Bible story. Maybe it's not a Bible story, but it's in the Bible. It states something, it's the fish one. Now I'm trying to chew it up. You can teach a guy to fish and he'll feed himself for life. Or you can hand the guy a fish and he's going to be starving again tomorrow, type of thing. Oh, Giovanni says he got to hold off on the tequila shot. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Someone was talking about drinking the other day, and I said, listen, I'm a responsible drinker, right? Meaning, this is totally deflating, but don't read the labels. It's water, y'all. So we ran out of bottled water a few days ago, so we're using the filter that is on the tap water. So yeah, this has been sitting in the, and that's how clear this has been sitting for a couple. Let's see how. Yeah, 2 hours. So over 2 hours. So I had to find somewhere to get our filters because we get the zero water filters. The Brita filters don't work for what's in our water here. I guess you could pour from that particular filter that sits on the tap, but Walmart discounted them, and then they put them on full clearance. I ain't gonna carry them no more, so hopefully we'll be able to find them online. So, yep, reuse, recycle, repeat. And typically we do a few times on these. I don't recommend recycling these as far as water or anything if you're going to have it sitting in the heat. But that's just because plastic leaches, y'all. Just saying. So, and Giovanni, I meant to drop you an email. I have not forgot about you. I gotta finish out a box. So, just know we're good. He only had one thing, y'all, but I'm putting something else together, so I guess you'll have to tune into his channel to find out. Can y'all hear that? I need to stop that. It felt good for a minute, but I think I'm aggravating it now. I know you're not worried about it. I just want to let you know. I'll reach out when I get it complete. So, oh shoot, y'all, it is 7 o'clock. Let's see who's on. I think we're gonna run with the food unless someone else. I know Kathy mentioned something about crafting. So, we'll see over this week what we can do for food ideas for after Thanksgiving. I mean, one of the things we definitely do with turkey is pot pies.
Run with crafting next Sunday, and the Sunday after do John's idea.
All right, what's the Sunday after as far as versus Thanksgiving?
It's after the Sunday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so people by then be tired of turkey itself and need.
Right.
All right, so we could do that.
Because, I've got some recipes to basically make casseroles and stuff like that out of all the leftovers because we've done it before.
We can't say names or anything. We don't have one holiday box or two. I think we've got two so far. I acquired a third one last night during outreach.
Cool.
That's what took so long. You thought I was being stuck, and I kind of was.
I was just staring at the vehicle that was next to us, that if he would have got to the vehicle before you, we wouldn't have had a vehicle to drive.
Only if he didn't pay attention before he backed out.
Well, he was next door.
At the bar thing? Yeah. No, we weren't on Aggie. We were down on points last night. So, well, you got dinner about done?
It's cooking.
Okay.
It's got to heat up.
Well, no, you're fine. I just want to make sure where we're at. All right, so we're going to do, you want to do the turkey the Sunday after.
Right. That way, because everyone, by that point, you're sitting with a fridge full of leftovers. I love John's idea.
Okay,
You're sitting with a fridge full of leftovers at that point. We can sit down and
What date is that Sunday?
Give me a second. I will tell you.
So we'll do that one for the Sunday after.
So it would be the 30th.
All right, so November 30th, we'll do food. And it'll be 101 or so ways, y'all. Obviously, we won't have that much turkey or anything, but
you'll have some meal ideas.
Turkey pot pie is definitely one that we've done. We do a stew with some of the turkey. Just usually depends on what's left over. So crafting, we're going to do next week. So let's give y'all time to plan for it too. I'm just looking for my calendar. I know I've probably got calendars I didn't sell, but let's see. Oh, good grief. Where is my calendar? Let's see. No, if I just did it again. For goodness sake. I'll just.
You know, this is so much easier to cook a meal when I'm not trying to mod an auction at the same time.
Dude, I just had to swipe the phone a different way if I had just figured that out.
So,
Or
Dawn,
been
I
able
have
to
a
done it.
recipe for a casserole that literally is made with every bit of your leftovers from Thanksgiving. It's got the cranberry sauce, the turkey, the stuffing, the gravy, everything in it. And it's good. We've made it, a couple years ago we made that.
Mm-hmm. So crafting is what we'll do next Sunday instead of the food. So that'll be the primary target. We'll be networking like we were today and every day, no matter if we're auctioning or not. We're just gonna be adding as we go, y'all. We will do more unboxings on. Whose is that? Is that
That's the one from Giovanni that you want me to go grab.
All right, we'll do this one.
All right.
Yeah, Mr. the other night. He's like, Steph, Giovanni B saying he sent, 4. He's working on his 5th one. I said, okay. And he goes, you got 2 Giovanni boxes. We need to open it and make sure. And sure enough, there was that second care package. And so this one is a purchase box, y'all. Just so you know, there won't be names in this one. It's not ever overly heavy. So Mr. just opened it the other night to make sure, and we just left it. Oh, I remember this. Wait, there's more. Y'all, here, alright. So, right here, things are gonna shift. I remember this because, yeah. This bag is a gift from Carrie Lee. The earrings are a gift from Giovanni himself. So those are so cool. Dude, we're partying tomorrow. It's Mister's birthday. So I'm going to wear those. And then here are these ones. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Giovanni. And thank you, Carolee. And then, of course, he does his, right? So there's that. And then, y'all, we've got a boss. I know y'all hear Dawn's fur babies. But we call her the boss, or Tio. That's what my son named her, was Tio. Giovanni had these. Now, he was showing these. I'm like, oh, Blue Buffalo. Like, it's a very excellent place to get your animal care stuff. Seriously. But before I got any from him, I went to the store and checked. Y'all, I could not get these for the price. I could not get all 4 of these for the price of one at the store. I'm being serious. It was crazy. So he either showed him one night or asked him about them. And so this is a Christmas gift. So they're shorts, boxers. I can't show anymore. They could be watching. My kids do occasionally, and C Prods has been a little bit here. So, oh my goodness, this is part of Christmas for real. Y'all think I'm kidding? So, This one says, Dear Santa, they're the naughty ones, and naughty is on either side. Either side. So there's that. Not worried about showing that. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's cute. It's a little top. It's got dice. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Give me a second now. I think this one's cool. Ouch. I hit the lamp. I typically do. Oh, yeah. That one fits well. So it's Nashville. All right. Earwax. Earwax. MD. Severe cold and cough. Yeah, we're going to need that, baby. Some more medicine for Rue. This one is with the flower. It's not melatonin. It's it's not calamine, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. It's my brain's stuck on calamine. What? I have to at least go to the door. He's on the other side of the house. I know it's going to post. I thought about it after I said it. That's the one I told him last night. I thought we had some of. Yeah, now I ain't gonna look through any more boxes. I know where some are. Yeah, that'll go to post tomorrow. He's letting me know that this medicine actually needs to go to post. So I don't know if they. Let's see. We're just gonna be right back, y'all. I gotta run to the other room because I know I have a box for them. Alrighty. This is a 7/8 small. So that's going in the Christmas box for our Angel Tree family. This one's a large. This one says Merry Christmas. So that's this is Kids Merry Christmas. It's a pajama suit. Sorry. PJs. That's going in the I think this one is too. This is the Legos Harry Potter sleepwear. It's got the pants and the shirt. That's going in. When I tell y'all that, you know, sometimes we source for our outreach and all that through YouTubers, YouTube resells. I absolutely mean it. So this is a large. This is a poison one. This is an 18 months. I actually know a little one that will fit. So that's actually going to be going to the 360 center. And then this is an extra large men's with Santa Claus, y'all. Santa Claus. Now I'm gonna tell you, pit to pit, it's gonna measure bigger than that, and that's without the stretch. But OMG, that feels like it's from Refuge, but this almost feels 100% rayon. If you know, you know. That is a great box, Giovanni. You overdid yourself again, my friend. Thank you. Hey, Tia Nanas, that's Donna, y'all. Sorry, I couldn't see chat for a moment there. So, yeah, most of the clothing was going for outreach and our angel tree. And we don't mention it a whole lot because the reason why we do it isn't for attention. I know that drives certain people crazy, but I'm like, dude. Somewhere in the Bible it says, don't let the right hand know what the left hand's doing, type of thing. And what I do for others, I do. And we do what we can for those we can. You know, just because we can do something, say, last week, don't mean we had the availability or resources to do it this week. So, you know, it just, you know, we help as much as we can, support where we can, and point people in directions, even if, say, they're in California or Arizona or Colorado, you know, Kentucky, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, all that, you know. We don't have to be in the same geographic location. I told someone the other day because they have a need more than I can do from where I'm at. And I'm like, look this particular organization up, see how close they are to you. Write that number down, call them, speak to them. Because even if they're not able to support, usually an organization, it doesn't matter what type, y'all, honestly, they usually have a Rolodex and have places they can point people in the right direction. And so, yeah, I guess that's kind of full circle. That's what our Sunflower Sundays are going to be about. And like I said, you know, we had 3 options today, and I think we'll go ahead and write one up. I had 3 options. So the first one was food, the second one was crafting, and that's just basically where we craft and we go over things, you know. Community awareness without bashing or bringing anyone down, that type of stuff. Our Sundays are not going to primarily be selling. We did have that option as far as the vote today and all of that, but, you know, our Sundays are community focused, I guess, is where we're going with it, at least to the point of it. So next week, next Sunday, we're doing crafting. So if you're like, Steph, well, I ain't got time to craft. Just like anything in the world, y'all, for real. I mean, I look at my schedule and I'm like, I can't fit nothing. All right. So then, if that's the case, and if you're like that, here's what I pose. You have to give something up in order to gain something, right? So you create that time, and that's what I mean by that. You know, and I know it's not easy for everybody. Everyone's schedules are different, and not everyone's schedule is the same week after week, day after day. So next week we're going to be crafting. Y'all, if you've been around the last couple of weeks, you know Steph's got crafting. So I'm not sure what I'm going to be bringing, but we can chat. We're going to look at doing some, I don't know how fast it'll happen, y'all, and it won't be just like an open door policy, so to speak, meaning I have to know who you are. You have to, have good behavior, ethical things to come up on panel with us. But say we're crafting, right? We could have an open panel, and you don't have to be a reseller. You just have to be a community member. But I think it would be fun to give a way for y'all to get to know us in a different way, and us to get to know you in a different way. Also, there'll be like on these, if you was to choose, hey Steph, we want to have closing out clearance sale for seasonal stuff. Or hey Steph, I make stuff, right? Let me see if I can figure out what has been man-made here. I'm thinking more like a crocheted item, right? But I don't know how to sell Well, everybody's got to start somewhere. So my thing would be is if you're in the crafting community and you want to get your feet wet or whatever, that might be an opportunity there. Obviously, we got to narrow some things down and stuff like that, but that's a good idea too, I think. So next week will be crafting. The 30th, which is the Sunday after Thanksgiving, we're gonna do food ideas for what you do with your leftover turkey. Now, if y'all just come in the last few minutes, it's the first time you've been in today, yes, Steph's got rules, guidelines, whatever on the channel. My list of things that can't be typed in chat has went up dramatically. So if you've typed anything, say a sentence tonight, and it was rejected for any reason, there may be a word in there that I don't allow. So just know that there might be a reason. And Giovanni says he don't do nothing with his leftover turkey. We made stew. It would be more like a rustic stew. We've done turkey pot pie. Trying to think of what else we've done. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to do, say, turkey salad sandwiches. I mean, it's November, but still, right? But yeah, John suggested that earlier, and actually liked it. So I'm gonna go over the rules one more time because we're getting ready to finish out, y'all, here in just a few minutes. Mister should be about done with dinner. And that is no self-promoting and no spamming. Let's have fun. For anyone's like, no self-promotion stuff, I thought we could network. You can network like you do on any channel. You come in, you can say hi, you can get to know the audience. Got some OGs in here. And then we also have those that are been here just for a while, some that are very new. We're still getting to know each other. But as far as self-promotion is any behavior where you're coming in, but hey, everybody knows you go live type of thing. Like you just went live, where you're going to be going live in the next 5, 10, 15 minutes. And you're just coming in to basically advertise for that. Don't do it. I can assure you that role has been there for more than a year. I thought everyone understood that boundary and that role/lesson last year when I said it was a zero tolerance rule boundary, meaning you break it, It don't matter if you're not advertising for yourself and you're advertising for another channel. I hit the ban button, and no, I don't go back looking for you. You go into an invisible box, and that's where you stay. My chats are chat replay. My videos, our cells, anything we're doing has it on there. And between that and the video itself, there's your receipts. Behavior doesn't lie. So if you're doing that, but you're not intending to, then drop me an email. Otherwise, I can tell you if you end up in the invisible box because you were self-promoting on my channel without my consent, that's the way it came across. And obviously, I don't mean, hey, someone just did it, right? I mean, it's happened multiple times. Videos don't lie. Chat replay don't lie either. Past that, it's just common sense stuff. You know, be kind. Leave the nonsense at the door. Hey, Angie O's girl, I gotta put you on again tonight. I thought somehow I had finished up your playlist. I was looking earlier and I missed a couple, so I'm gonna be putting you on for the rest of them. There's like 4 or 5 of them. Welcome in. Hey, dads in USA, welcome in. Thank y'all for coming in. The next thing is, and if you have a wrench, give me a second, because I didn't start wrenching people until a couple months ago, but I got to be careful because aim for one person, hit another. I am going to wrench you. If you've got a wrench, you are able to connect with others. Please be kind. Let me make sure. There it is. All right, you both should be wrenched now. Now, the wrenches for me, y'all, isn't necessarily because I have someone's information. Wrenching folks is seriously just so then we can connect and grow with each other while you're here in chat. You can come back and watch the replay as long as you wrench. You can do it that way as well. So my second rule, boundary of my business and YouTube channel is be kind and respectful. Leave the nonsense at the door. Seriously, when we come and hang out, whether we're doing networking and just chilling, or we're trying to get some income for the week, so that would be our live sales. Be respectful. Leave the nonsense at the door. Not because whatever's going on doesn't matter, but sometimes people just need to be able to disconnect from whatever's troubling them. We do have a back porch event that we do every so often. We're going to try to get that back in circulation. And that's usually where it's more of an open discussion within reason. So if you're wrenched, you can connect and grow with anyone here on our channel in chat. And I encourage you to connect with others, y'all. If you're not growing your channel, I would ask you why. If you're just a supporter and that's what you do, that's fine. Did it not take hers? Let me see. Hey, Farm Life, welcome in. All right, y'all, give me just a second because I'm on my cell phone for that one, and I'm using my business phone for the other. Now it does show that I wrenched her, so it's good. So yeah, each and every week, the one primary thing other than what our focus is going to be for that week is we get a vote on what we're doing the following week. So let me find my notes. I didn't move. It kind of went that far. Oh, it's because it's right here. Disclosure, in case you ain't been here in a while, if you're new to me, Steph Vapes. My settings for my channel request that you be over the age of 18, or be 18 or older to be here. So yeah, if a vape bothers you, sorry, it's my choice of poison. Someone once asked or said, Steph, just choose your poison. Of course, that was before I got sober off the prescription pain meds. So let's see. So November 30th, we're doing food focused around turkey. Next Sunday, we are doing crafting. So if you color, that can be a craft. If you do paper crafts, journaling, any of that, you could bring that with you. I don't know how soon we will open panel up. A lot of that will depend on what the main topic of that week is. And we're just going to evolve this as we grow, y'all. We did cross 500. I'm probably about 2.5 weeks, give or so, from being able to actually have a party. And we're doing good. How are you? We're doing good. I fell asleep in the recliner last night and was there till about 2 o'clock this morning, and I must have slipped one of my discs or something. I got a cervical injury. It's 22 years old, so it's not hard to jack myself up. But I'm not as stiff as I was earlier. So we're good. And then, we just can go over things here and there, and I think there's a few other things we're going to do a little more, awareness and needs, things, areas of support that we can do with others. We're all connected whether we realize it or not, So I figured coming back with a twist for Sunflower Sundays, we could just be more flexible in the things that we do, because we really want it to be community based. And community can be, your physical community, and it can be the virtual community as well. So trying to finish up a hat. I hear you on that. It will only take about 5 minutes, but then the brain is tired. We'll finish it though. I know you will, Kathy. I pulled stuff out of my pockets earlier. Let me see. I had a note somewhere. I think it was in one of my pockets. So I need to locate that really quick. And then, let me see. I went over the wrenching. I went over the kindness. The self-promoting. I'm just looking really quick, y'all. So. Okay, there's that one. Yeah. So I've got notes for everybody that wanted notes, whatever. So I'll have a community thing, a community page post. I don't know, somewhere probably around Wednesday. I need to go through what I have on hand on inventory versus all that good stuff, both clothing and toy wise. So as soon as I can cross reference all of that, I will make a post that has to do with our Angel Tree family. And then, yeah, so I think we're getting ready to wrap it up. Let me make sure from Mister first. Is food belt done? Mister. Okay, thank you. So, y'all, we're going to have some giveaway tomorrow. Tomorrow, we are on our channel for. Hey, Jody, welcome in. Tomorrow, we are on our channel for Manic Monday. It is our tri-state variety resale, and it's Mister's birthday. So, we are going to party it up. And then somewhere in between this week and next, meaning I'm already on Sunday, I'm already at the start of my week. So either later this week or next, I haven't figured out yet because I've got some appointments I've got to make happen as well. We're gonna, as long as I can get the laptop to stream, I may just have to do a YouTube stream versus StreamYard. And where I can share my screen. We're going to go through and we're going to see who's all connected with this channel here versus who I'm connected to. It's not a shame game thing. I network with multiple channels and multiple niches across the YouTube universe, y'all. So it's certainly, I guess I guess it's just a way to introduce you to who I'm really connected with. If you're a growth channel, drop a sunflower right now if you're a growth channel. Meaning you network whether you're driving a rig down the road, welcome in, backyard trucker Andy. Drop it in the chat, y'all, because I will be updating the community page, my featured section. I've worked a little bit on it. I haven't had a whole lot of time to work on it as I've needed to. So I've got to mix things around a little bit because the one thing I needed a feature of is who is authorized as my moderators. So obviously, if I'm collabing with anyone on my channel or on theirs, they fall into that category. But I'm talking my approved moderators, and that's Mr. Steph, that's Jessica Dumpster Girl, that's C Prods, and that's Sean TRM, and they're the only ones allowed right now to drop links unless I specifically ask someone to do so. Why? Because some people thought it was okay to be misbehaving with staff chat and coming in for the peer. I suspect to be able to promote themselves. And I learned it best over there on Tuber Chat when it comes to self-promoting, and I won't tolerate it from nobody, whether they're new or whether they've been subscribed to me for the duration of this channel. Misunderstandings can happen anywhere in the virtual world, but behavior don't lie, especially when it's continuous. So hopefully that makes sense. Thank you guys. And then Jody Genealogy, that's Marketplace Boutique, and that's Backyard Trucker. Uh, they do not have all the bells and whistles, y'all, but they are approved to drop links as well. So if you see them dropping any links and wondering why they still have a wrench, that's because I give them that ability a while ago. So otherwise, just use your wrenches to connect with each other, because that's what community's all about. And y'all, I was over on Doran's. That's the source. I'm still working out his name. I know he said it's pronounced a few ways. He don't mind, but I really am practicing his name right now, and not when I'm on YouTube. And oh yeah, correction. Andy, he says he's got the bells and whistles, and you have a train horn for a horn. That's what he's got. Y'all, if you're ever over there at Backyard Truckers, or Backyard, sorry, I said back road, but Backyard Truckers, anyone that's gets a membership, I think, or if they drop a super chat, I might be wrong with that, but for sure, super chats, he'll sit there and pull that train horn every time, unless someone's sleeping. If someone's sleeping, then he'll let you know he'll do it his next live. So thank you, Mr. Staff, for dropping links. They are relaxing, Kathy. They are. So. All right, y'all. Mr. said dinner's done. So I'm going to bid y'all farewell. Yeah, I know. It's the reason why I just have common sense rules. I just had to have one where they show up now, because some people apparently think that's all right to self-promote. And it wasn't like something that just started happening. It was something that happened over a couple weeks. And it wasn't just a matter of a misunderstanding. It affected my channel and others. So I took and made a business decision and a channel decision that, was necessary for me. So cheers, Farm Life. Have a good evening. We'll catch y'all later. Thank you so much for being here. Hit the thumbs up, y'all, and we'll catch you later.